Hey, welcome back. We're my Miles with a camera. I got my boy Josh. Nick is finally back this week.
Sir.
On a short vacation. Watching the kids. Actually, Nick, what did you do? Why couldn't you show up? Give the people your excuse.
It's not an excuse. It's I'm fucking married, man, with kids. Shit, you gotta have sacrifices. I can't go out twice a week. Once a week is what I'm allowed to do, I guess.
Word up. Do not get married and have kids. Roger that. Thank you for the advice.
A good woman and kids is all a blessing. I recommend it to everybody to find true love and to have kids. You know, but you gotta make sacrifices. Because I was going out to Wes's on Saturday for the fight, and I was gonna get there at 5 to help him set up heaters and shit because he wanted to do it in his garage. So I couldn't do both.
So who did you have for the fight?
Who did I pick to win?
Yep.
I'm a Connor fan because he's a good
Same.
shit talker, and I like talking shit. So
And he backs it up. But not this time. Thanks,
he
Connor.
don't have his heart in it no more.
Yeah, it looked like it, right? He made too much money. He don't give a fuck no more. Lost
So-
$25 on that.
The excuse I heard is this is the first time they allowed, was it thigh kicks or
No,
What?
kicks to the thigh? Like that's
No,
something
that's a
new.
thing.
And like
that's just the first time anyone's did that approach to him, the calf kick. And
And he was just taking him. He wasn't even blocking
See-
him or nothing
see,
until that second round.
the thing with calf kicks is when the muscle starts to bruise and stuff in the calf, it has nowhere to go, so it just cramps and causes immense pain. But when you get kicked in the thigh, thighs are big, it can spread out the swellness before it gets to the bone. Look at your leg. You ain't got that much meat. Getting kicked in that calf fucks you all up. And he don't know how to check kicks. That's fucking... Watching that, you can tell. Even when he tried to fucking check the kick, he was still getting tapped in that calf.
Yeah.
Fucking... You gotta learn to fucking adapt.
Yeah, I saw the fight after the fact, after everybody was saying that McGregor lost, so I just fast forwarded to that fight. Pretty quick fight. How do you feel about Paul actually talking shit now?
Jake Paul?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck that loser.
Yeah, bum shit.
He needs to...
Bum
What
shit.
he needs to do with all that money is fucking fix that Lisp he got. Holy fuck.
Can you pay for that?
They got a book on it.
They got a book. You can't read it without listening.
For all you young people out there, the Brady Bunch had it. Sydney, the youngest one in curls, had a book. How to talk with a list to straighten that shit out.
Wow.
I don't know. I've only seen Paul fight that one fight against Nate, and I don't know too much about him to be like, oh, like he's worth hyping up, or is he just like some internet star that...
He's just some rich kid that happened to beat up someone who can't box.
Well, no, he's
In
been
my
training
opinion.
for years. He's been training for 3 years in boxing. So he has legitimate skills. But he's fighting busters. Like his next
Right.
fight is against Ben Askren, UFC fighter, who came from 1FC, who was the champ there. He was 18-0, retired, became a free agent, came to the UFC, and UFC has different talents, better talent, and he got exposed. All he is a fucking wrestler.
So
No
is-
That's the
boxing
kid.
skills.
Ben Askren's the one got knocked out in 3 seconds by
By 4 seconds by Masvidal.
Nasty. Fight stars, knee to the head. It's over. He's fighting a freaking scrub again. So, and if he's fighting anybody that can actually, boxers are not entering the octagon. Period, because they're not gonna fucking lose. So that's like the end of discussion right there. You're weak,
So
bro.
is Paul entering the octagon, or it's a box? It's a
It would be a
boxing.
boxing match because there's no way. Like he just said about McGregor can't check kicks. There's no way they're checking kicks or defending themselves on the ground. They don't got the talent or the experience. So
I'm more of a boxing fan than a UFC fan, but
I'd rather watch UFC.
I
Watch
used to
someone
be,
get knocked out.
I used to be a real big boxing fan, but it's fucking fixed, and you're seeing it more and more with UFC judging too. Like you don't know what the fuck they're looking at, but like I don't know, so many times fucking in boxing, the fucking guy is clearly getting worked and wins the fight. Like what the hell? So no, I lost all respect for boxing. And then, you know, my boxing heroes got old and retired. So
You got Jones. Jones fought a couple months ago.
Roy Jones was my favorite boxer. He was up there of all-time favorite boxers. But he didn't adapt. Like, he relied on his speed and strength and quickness. That's why he always fought with his hands down to lure you in, and then he hit you real quick with power. Father Time caught up to his ass, and he still kept his hands down. That's why he started getting knocked the fuck out. I mean, bums were knocking him out. Tarver, I'm sorry, sucks. Johnson, sucks. And these are all guys that fucking knocked him out. Like, one quick hit from Johnson, I don't think Roy ever seen that coming at all. And Tarver, he just had too much fucking, the straight left just kept landing on him, and I don't know. But I love boxing, I love UFC, I like seeing shit, those different types of, you know, arm bars and guillotines, and that shit's cool.
What would you say your favorite sport is right now?
Oh, it's football. Football. I can't get enough football. I already miss it. No football this weekend.
What about you, Josh?
UFC, really. It's the only sport I watch. I don't care for, like, basketball or football or anything like that. Like, I'll go to a game. I'll go to a baseball game. But, like, I'm not going to sit at home, crack a beer open, and watch a game. Like, I'm bored. Sorry. That's me.
I'm the same way. I can't watch baseball on TV. Football's the only one that I actually prefer to be at home watching than being in the stands.
I've never been to a football game, so I mean.
My experience is like, all right, you get the rush of the crowd at a football game, you know. But if you don't have like a 50-yard line seat, you kind of miss shit that's going on. You hear a whistle go off, and you're like, well, what the fuck happened? Was it a hold? Was it offsides? Face mask? What was it? You don't know. On TV, you see everything. And that's why I like it. I like to see everything that's going on while it's happening.
Word. Makes sense.
So who do you got? Who do you got going for the Super Bowl? You think Brady still got one left in him?
Yeah, he's still accurate as fuck. Still has a strong arm. It's gonna come down to turnovers, because you can't throw 3 picks against Kansas City. Kansas City has too much offense. 3 picks will be 21 points.
So
Packers choked. The defense choked. And the coach choked. You're down by 8 with 2 minutes left, and you're in the red zone, and you do a field goal? Like, you still need a touchdown to win. You know, it's like, go for it. If you don't get it, at least you have them pinned back within the 5-yard line. You have a lot better chance of making a stop and being in good position to score again. And then Tom Brady got at least 1 first down in him. He's one of the best quarterbacks ever. So you're giving him the ball on a chance that you can stop him? Get out of here. Fucking retarded coach.
yeah,
I'm not a Packers fan. I'm a Cowboys fan, which they suck, but still, I'm a fan of, gotta stay with them. But that fucking stupid ass coach.
So with like Super Bowl and everything that's going on, like anything like you're looking forward to, like you think it's gonna be a high scoring game, defensive game?
I think it's gonna be high scoring.
Be a shootout. So Josh, since you don't really watch football, but you think the Weeknd's gonna come out with his plastic face?
I don't know. Probably most likely, because his trend has been like progressively, like when he first started those concerts or whatever, his face was like a little fucked up, and it progressively got worse, more raps and like more blood and stuff, and then did that reveal. So I'd assume that yes, he would continue with the trend and have a fucked up face, or the freaking plastic face when he gets out there. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he won't. Maybe it's like, oh, he's like new. Maybe have like an entirely different face. Who knows? Anything can happen with that guy at this point. So.
Yeah, I know. The Weeknd's definitely an artist, like one of those guys that is committed to his art, and will definitely not show his face. With that whole plastic surgery thing, he's also the type of guy I can probably picture walking around in public with that face.
With that thing on, yeah, definitely. Like no bullshit. That dude's a little crazy, I think, but it's cool though. His music's really good. So
Yeah, I mean it's unique. You don't really see too many artists that actually do something like that. What about you, Nick? Like I know you like some of the Weeknd song. Did you see his new face?
Yeah, I seen the video.
Like
It was trending.
you think it's crazy?
I just think he's out there.
Some people
You knew he was out there when he first came out.
true.
With fucking looking like he had dildos coming out of his head.
Whoa.
That was a fucked up frog.
That shit is funny. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So you knew he was out there.
one of my favorite comments was watching Jessica Jones season 1. And the dude was like with the afro, and he's like, "Oh, he looks like The Weeknd, but he's on crack." I'm like, "No, you mean he looks like The Weeknd?" Period, because The Weeknd
is on crack. You're right.
It's looks like a crackhead Weeknd. Well, you obviously don't know The Weeknd.
Is he really on shit?
He was supposed. The rumor was like in that song, The Hills. He was on a lot of stuff, and he's like, they want to see me. Turn me back to the old, like they want me to go back to the old music, like among those lines, basically like his music was better when he was on all these drugs.
Like that for a lot of artists, like specifically Chance the Rapper when he was doing acid back in the day. You know, you got Acid Rap the album, and then Chance the Rapper has nothing but decline since he stopped doing drugs. But good for you, homie.
Well, I mean,
I don't condone drug use. Really, you know, weed is you can have that for medicinal purposes. Got aches and pains, you know, you need to get numb. But going back in the history of music, all the artists that were on shit, their music was fire.
It's true. Very true.
Like heroin's one hell of a drug. like,
Yo.
like Nirvana, that fucking that badass music he was writing, he was fucking on heroin. Jimi Hendrix, all the drugs he was on in his music, his guitar play alone was
That's
fucking
true.
sick.
Jimmy is pretty crazy.
And then like Jim Morrison, The Doors, he was doing fucking peyote in the fucking desert.
You're
You know? He's done all kinds of shit. He went to alcohol and fucking got real fucking fat off it. But like, it seems like every great music that has come out, they were on shit. So there's something, it's unlocking that fucking third eye in their head or something. Some crazy shit's coming out of it.
seeing the sound waves and know exactly what to make and play, you feel me?
I always said that the best music always comes out when there's a Republican as president. I mean, because when Bill Clinton came out, there really wasn't anything good. But then when Bush was in office,
I think you may have a point here.
that's one thing that I've always said. It's always the Republicans.
Call this Dennis's theory. Every time there's a Republican, there's a new good
Didn't
album.
Kanye have a good album out when the Democrat was in office?
Bush was in office.
He didn't have none when Obama was out. That was good. Was it
Obama
808s?
came out. 808s was Bush.
Was it?
Yes.
2016.
After
so.
that,
Life is Pop. My life, or yeah,
Life is Pablo.
yeah. I mean that's pretty good. Nah, yeah, that's pretty good. I would say that's pretty good. As far as the Easy album goes.
I don't know.
So like the last two albums, Kids See Ghosts and I'm Bipolar, I Hate You or whatever the fuck. I mean I like them. They're not like groundbreaking
I haven't heard-
Kanye
I didn't
albums
hear
like the
those
other
albums.
ones, but they're good. They're not bad. I guess I'm biased, so I love Kanye. So
I don't know. There's got to be other artists that made fire music.
So okay,
With
so when
Kendrick Lamar,
did those last two Kanye albums come out? When Trump was in office?
damn, he's a Republican, dude. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said that. Duh. Oops.
I can't debate this because
I would have to actually look at dates and then come back to you with that.
my life is like the movie Groundhog's Day. Every day is just repeating itself. I lose track of what today is. I gotta look at my phone occasionally, see, it's Thursday. Okay, tomorrow's the podcast. Because other than that, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, no, I mean that's just a joke that I always say. Like that's the best music comes
It's a
out
good one,
because when
'cause-
people are upset because that's how they
Start
express their
making
anger.
music. Yeah, that's true.
But when the Democrats are in office, they're happy. So
Who's happy?
the people, the artists.
The people.
My president is black. My
My
Lambo,
Lambo is blue. God damn it! You heard it here first.
I've never even sat in that fucking thing.
In the Lambo? I never sat in the Lambo.
I want to.
I think the most expensive car I ever sat in was maybe like a Porsche 911. But
Mine was my Lancer because I paid for it out of pocket. So where else?
I don't know.
It's expensive to me because I pay for it.
I mean, I sat in all kinds of shit at the auto show. You know,
I mean,
concept cars and stuff, but...
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. I forgot I went to an auto show before.
But, like,
in the
most
streets.
expensive car driven?
The Mustang you got pulled over in 3 podcasts ago that we talked about.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That was up there. Yeah, that's probably it. I mean, those new trucks, they're fucking pieces of shit, but they're expensive pieces of shit.
It'd
So
be
it
like
might
that.
be just as expensive as that Mustang at the time.
True.
Yep.
Very true.
So speaking of like we were talking about The Weeknd, how much he's an artist. Like Bad Bunny, he's performing at the Royal Rumble this Sunday, and he's also an artist. That
Is he?
yeah, like
Yeah.
He's an artist.
really is an artist.
Great
Because
artist.
he makes ugly Crocs.
It got nothing to do with the Crocs. Man, let the Crocs go.
If
bro.
you an artist,
Let the
everything should be
Crocs
fire.
go.
no, but
That's
okay.
not true.
See, you
That's
want to
not
talk
true.
about the Crocs?
If you spending time and you this fucking artiste.
Look at the Yeezy collection. That is ugly. Look at
Don't you
Childish
have a pair?
Gambino
Don't
shoes.
you have a pair?
No, not the shoes. We're talking about the clothes. I'm talking about the literal clothes. Yes, I have a pair of Yeezy shoes. That's the only good thing that's come from anything from his clothing is his shoes. Look at the Childish Gambino shoes. Disgusting. He gave them out at a freaking rave or whatever the fuck because they're so heinous that you could just get them dirty. Freaking Crocs. Like the Crocs are the only thing that are actually like kind of look decent because they're just white. I wouldn't wear Crocs. That'd be the only time I wear Crocs because it's Bad Bunny, and that's it.
But not only that, they were glow in the dark Crocs. But you can sit there and say like, "Oh, Crocs this and Crocs that," but Post Malone's got Crocs. Those KFC Crocs that look like crap and smell like chicken. But
Chicken?
yeah, they smell like chicken.
Scratch and sniff Crocs.
Nah, you cry.
No, they smell
You
like fried
scratch your
chicken.
toenails and you smell fried chicken. What's up with this?
Come with the musty sweat of your feet in your hot ass house, man.
I'm
God damn.
I don't have a problem with people who fucking in the Crocs. But Bad Bunny's Crocs looks like he stuck every Cracker Jack prize on them and fucking glued it to it. Those are some ugly ass fucking things.
That's how
How
you
you
wear
figure?
Crocs, though.
I'm waiting to see if there's a fucking decoder ring that fucking come out of those things.
It's a glow in the dark Croc with glow in the dark gibbets. It's got the star, it's got the Moon Man, it's got his Bad Bunny symbol.
That's how Crocs are supposed to be, though. Like if you
Glow in the
go,
dark shit?
if you go to the Croc store, they have like 10 Crocs, and then there's like walls of like those things called
The
gibbets,
gibbets.
so you can put in the holes. That's like you're supposed to put a bunch of shit on it. Like that's the whole thing.
Like just because it's not your style, but okay, look at Post Malone's got his own Crocs.
You're mad.
You too focusing on the Crocs, man.
You focus on the Crocs, but Post Malone's got
He's turning
Crocs.
red. Is it people that won't see this? Let's get mad about this.
Justin Bieber's got Crocs.
Hey, take a sip. Calm down. Cool down.
I mean,
man.
I don't give a fuck about Crocs. I'm giving Bad Bunny some shit because he's your favorite. He's your hero.
I love Bad Bunny. Like and he is an artist. Like
Number one artist in the world right now.
Like he walks around with that
Number one?
with that
Number
wig.
one. Literally number one artist in the world right now. So
Look it up.
the world, the
I'm
whole
not
wide
even gonna
world.
spend my time.
There's like
in
billions
the
of people, trillions of people in the world. I don't even know the number
Yeah,
specifically,
way off.
but you know.
I'm just gonna tell you like J Balvin said. Okay, J Balvin said it best. Like even if you don't understand the lyrics, but you can just sit there and vibe to it, and it's got a good beat, and it just makes you, bump your shoulders like I do. Like I just bump my shoulders, and hey, that's all he really cares about. He's like, you're just there to have a good time.
True.
So J Balvin kind of ripped off a Chris Rock joke. And
That's a
you
Chris
now
Rock
you give him
joke.
credit to J Balvin.
Balvin.
Balvin. Whatever. If people
That's
at
the
home you
most
see this
Midwest
bullshit,
shit I've ever heard in my life.
whatever.
Yo, I'm crying, son.
Hey, Chris Rock is a prophet. I guess he was a prophet in Dogma.
Yeah,
no, he
was.
wasn't a prophet. He was
Oh,
He was a fallen angel or something.
No, he was the apostle.
He was the
apostle.
He was an apostle, but they didn't want to talk about him because he's black during the times. There's no way that anybody would have believed it. I fucking love that movie, man.
A while since I've seen it.
That's a good ass movie. I love that fucking movie.
That movie's good. That movie's good. Josh finally got into Jay and Silent Bob and the whole Kevin Smith movie realm. Watched Tusk.
Yeah, I don't know why.
The movie's weird, but yeah, I don't know why you hate him, but just because you don't understand his music doesn't mean like you're gonna hate on him.
I think I hate on him because the majority of people I know who love his music only know enough Spanish to order their food. So you're just rocking out to a beat. So why?
I mean, you
why
still have
you giving Bad Bunny the credit?
You still have
he
rhythm.
Didn't even make the beat.
You still have
beat,
rhythm and flow. You still have rhythm and flow. You got. It don't matter if you can understand. That's his sound though.
His voice.
Yeah, it don't matter. It don't matter if you can understand him or not, because he still has a flow. He still has a sound. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, that's still his music.
I'm just really hating on him because that's his hero and idol. So
I see. We choosing violence today.
I gotta bust his balls, but I should get off. We gotta change the subject because he getting mad.
We choosing violence today, ladies and gents.
He kicked me under the table twice already. And he's gonna say later,
fuck up already,
dog was
goddamn.
underneath there. No, fucking dog in the hallway. He's still kicking me.
Hey, I should kick Nick in the head right now. Kicking the head part 2.
Hey,
Kicking the head.
Oh,
This is the remix to Ignition. Gonna kick Nick in the head in the kitchen.
Bars. Come on, dog. He's spitting bars right now.
I don't know if you noticed.
motherfucker.
Ever since that time, I've always kept my head above the table because you can't get your foot up over this fucking table.
I'm crying, son. Oh no.
That's right.
This is how UFC calf kick you.
Calf kick you. Leg kicks do hurt, man. That shit ain't no joke. That shit sucks. Anyway, just thought I'd put that out there.
So you've been kicked in the calf a couple times?
I mean, yeah. I've been hit in the face a couple thousand times.
Oh,
Got
so
taken down a couple thousand times.
So hey, this brings me to a good point. So you ever have sex and you get a leg cramp?
Yes, all the time.
All the time. You better
Well, because I don't stretch when I go to the gym.
you don't stretch before you have sex.
No, not before I have. It's not limber up like you know that zombie movie. I don't stretch when I go to the gym, or before or after at all. Like so, like if I'm like going to the gym like pretty heavy for a week, like I'll start getting cramps out of nowhere because I'm not stretching or anything. So like
You can also be dehydrated. You know that.
I mean
right?
that too because I'd be drinking and not drinking water. So I mean, you know, it is what it is. But yeah.
I'm fucking old. I stretch before sex now. Never used to.
You limber up. You feel me?
But yeah, my fucking
Rule
back
2.
be getting tired. My fucking calf be tightening up. Yeah.
Some tiring work.
So you're saying you don't bring out the Kama Sutra anymore? You can't
The
do have them positions.
I could do. Well, before the belly, I could really do it.
I got
But now I
PTSD
gotta
from
make
that.
sure I stretch. So
wait. Yeah, PTSD from the Kama Sutra
I
book.
want to tell this story. Because it's about my mom. Alright, long story short, to get into it. She's probably going to get me mad because I never told nobody this. Because I was trauma. I was like fucking... Dude, I don't even know. I was like maybe... This is like when you first moved in with us. When you for the very first time. And Modern Warfare 2 just came out. So that's the timeline. Whatever year that was, that's when it was.
Talking about like 09.
Yeah, so like I don't even know how old I was, 10, 11. We stopped somewhere. My mom left her phone out. And I forgot why I even grabbed it. But I clicked on something called the Kama Sutra, right? And like we were in the car and she left to go get something. And I looked at it, I was like, dude, what the fuck is this? Like, what the, and I was flipping through the pages, I was like, oh my god, my parents have sex? Like, I was like traumatized. I almost started like crying and shit. I don't even know. Like,
You were crying for real?
I wasn't crying, but I was like, oh, dude, what the fuck, man? Like, what is this? So yeah, that was the first time I ever laid eyes on the Kama Sutra. So You heard it here first. Sorry, Mom.
I remember speaking of like parents and stuff like that. I remember when my parents got divorced, my dad had a huge movie collection. Like, I mean, kind of like, you know, that like I collect my movies and stuff. My dad collect movies, but they were on VHS at the time, and he had like 2 Playboy VHSs just there. Like he had them in alphabetical order, and they were there like in the piece. Like he didn't even try to hide it, and I was just like, what the fuck is this?
What?
And it's VHS, so you know where people stop. Yep.
Ain't no way, bro. I'm crying.
That's the one thing. Like I was also told, like back in the day, like you know, if you had porn on VHS and you borrow it to a friend, just make sure you rewind it because you don't want them to see where you stop. Hey, buddy.
I'm crying, son. That is some funny shit. Thank God for the internet. Word up. That's good. Traumatizing times. Good to go.
So, what about you, Nick? You never caught your parents?
No, man. Like to this day, I can't even picture them actually having sex. Anybody can really picture their parents
True.
doing it.
I would probably be very disgusted.
But, no, never caught them doing anything.
That's so funny. Too funny. Josh is traumatized by it.
Let's just go to the next question. Or the next topic.
He's having Josh having flashbacks over here.
1,000 miles there, you feel me? So,
Like, I never walked in on anybody doing anything, but people have walked in on me when I was doing things. My dad caught me with a girlfriend. Normally he knocks, so I never bothered to lock the door. This time he just opened the door and said, "Hey, Nick," and then he closed it before he even finished the last letter in my name. It was only 4 fucking letters in it. It was real fucking quick. And then another time, I thought no one was home, so in the TV room, the back porch, and my brother came to the microwave to get something. He had something microwaving. And then the beep stopped, and I never heard the door open, so he was sitting there fucking watching me.
oh, I'm crying, son. He was taking notes. And maybe doing something else, but word up.
That's real nasty if you think about that.
Hey, man. Why would he be watching you? Why else would you be watching?
Oh, that was a cute chick.
My point exactly. Anyways. Thank you.
No, you know, like back to that sports tip too. I think it's weird, like when you watch those live sports and they put in the fan noise because like there's nobody in the crowd. Like I think that's super weird. Like I hate that.
It doesn't bother me. I don't care. I don't pay attention to the
Yeah,
crowd
I think
noise.
it's weirder if there isn't any noise because you're expecting it, you know. So like for a while there, like especially those UFC fights, at first there was no one there. It was just the fighters, and it was like completely quiet. And you know how like fights are, someone gets hit, and people are like freaking out, right? So
I actually kind of liked it with no fans because you heard who was really hitting them hard.
that's true.
Because when they before the pandemic and they had the whole crowd in there, you couldn't hear the impact of the punches. You seen him, and you hear the crowd, ooh, nah. You're like, was he really hurt?
Right.
But now you hear that thump, and like, oh, that motherfucker hits.
You're hurt. That's true. I guess there's pros and cons. So I prefer the crowd being there.
Just for sport, for basketball, baseball, football, shit like that. Yeah, you need some crowd noise.
I just don't like the fake crowd noise. I think there's no point to have that fake crowd noise.
Well, a lot of football teams are already piping that shit in way before the pandemic to boost the crowd. Like especially they're going for it on 4th down, and they want to fucking boost the sound so they can't hear the cadence. So they get their own guys to jump offside or be late to the snap. You know, so they like New Orleans was notorious for it. Fucking Indianapolis would do it too a lot. All those domes really fucking pipe in loud crowd noises.
Word. Makes sense. Strategy.
I mean, I guess if that's what you want to do. I don't know. I never really been to like a dome. stadium. I've always wanted to. I've always wanted to like hit all the football team stadiums, go to like one game each. I think that'd be pretty awesome.
I'm down for that.
I do want to sit in Tampa Bay in that ship, the little ship they got at the end zone. If I go to Tampa Bay
I think
game,
you can sit in it.
I don't know, but I want to.
I don't think you can. You can fucking get kicked out before they fucking kick the ball off.
But man, awesome to be to sit in that pirate ship. Be a good time.
Gotta get there first.
Would you ever paint your face for a game?
No.
You won't go like topless and zero below?
Fuck no.
Penis. Topless and zero.
What about my favorite line? My friend told me once. He was like, "Oh, I'm a Cleveland Browns fan." I was like, "Really? Like the Cleveland Browns?" He's like, "Yeah. Any fan that's willing to eat dog food for the team is worth being a fan of." I'm like, "Oh, what?
Shit.
They eat dog food?" He's like, "Yeah, they eat dog food."
Whatever you do, don't give me that guy's name, because if I ever run into him, I'm gonna talk mad shit. Who the fuck cares so that they eat dog food? What's wrong with your black friend?
What's wrong with you?
How fucked up is he in the head that they eat dog food? Like, I bet he's into that fucking Two Girls in a Cup fucking video too.
Oh my god, I haven't heard that one in a long time.
Fucking, you got nasty friends, Dennis. no, don't name drop.
6 sons of bitches, you feel me?
Oh, I love to eat dog food.
That's my team now. Get the fuck out of here.
Those guys are just like me.
So that's a no for dog food for Nick.
Yeah, put that on the list. Roger that.
I'm not choosing my fandom over whether or not to eat fucking kibble and bits. Not happening.
Kibble and bits.
I think it's that wet dog food too. That's even gross.
It might not taste so bad.
That might not be tasting.
It might taste better. It's like meat.
That'll be the most
It's
sucking
wet.
meat you ever have.
Second most. Anyways. Sorry. That still sounds gay, so whatever. Just let it go.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget